Hello everyone, and welcome to another Descent Journey in the Dark 2nd edition, my strategies and tactics. Let's get that out of the way. And this one is for the Spiritspeaker. Ooh, this is going to be quite interesting. So what do you get straight from the start? For your weapon, you get the oak staff. It's a reach weapon. It's quite basic. Yeah. Okay. You might want to be looking for a new weapon quite quickly. What kind of weapons? Well, that'll be later. You start with the stone skin, so when you or a hero within free space of you is attacked, before dice are rolled. So it's like you do actually have to use this before any dice are rolled, and you just have to hope that this isn't going to be a waste, because the Overlord can always roll a miss. Not exactly what you want. So you exhaust it and you add an additional grey dice to that hero's defense pool. It is 1 stamina, but it's not bad. It's not bad really. 1 stamina for an extra grey dice. But it can only be used just the once, and then you just have to hope that the Overlord didn't roll on a miss, so it wasn't going to be a complete waste. Well, you're going to be looking at something to try and get straight away. So let's start off what you can get with your experience. First up, shared pain. That's it. The camera getting focused better. So you perform an attack. It's an action, right? So if you deal at least 1 damage, that's after rolling the defense dice. Okay. Each other figure in a target's monster's group also suffers an additional damage, no matter where they are. It's only 1 stamina to use. This is very, very good. I would recommend picking this up straight away. It's like in Act 1, there does tend to be lots of small monsters lying about. This could help out. It's also good against like shadow dragons, since if you're like up close and personal with them, you have to roll as a surge. But it's like if there's 2 of them out, you only have to hit 1 just to do 1 damage. Also handy against like weak creatures like goblins and cave spiders as well, and whatever else might be coming up. Definitely a pick. There's also a little combo there that I'll tell you later, but still. Next one is the Healing Rain. So you roll 1 red power dice, and each hero within free space of you gets that many hearts. It's 2 stamina, so it's auto at least. It does require an action. Sorry, I've got an ending of a cold, so it's not that bad really. It's just like you really do have to stay close to this class. It's a lot more better if there's at least 3 or 4 heroes running about. If there's 2, well, it's both of you are going to be affected by how many hearts you're going to get, but it takes 2 stamina away. If you only got 2 heroes, it might be a bit too costly. Good if you have 3 or 4, not so good if you just have the 1, because if you just have the 1, then you have the Drained Spirit. So of course you must perform an attack, and if you deal at least 1 damage, and that's after rolling the defense dice, each hero within free spaces of you, including yourself, gets 1 damage back. Now this is only costing 1 stamina. It is an attack, and you must do at least 1 damage. But it does state it is you and heroes within free spaces of you, so it's more to deal with frontline warriors that gets hit a lot. So if you want, you could also combine it with both of the healing rain and drain spirit. So essentially, if you do manage to do at least 1 damage, your output would be in between 2 to 4 health back, but that takes the 3 stamina away. It's all depends. If you and someone else has taken 1 whole damage, then yeah, do it. Right, but let's have a look at the level 2 stuff. Yeah, the Tempest. So you exhaust this card and you test your... I've forgotten what that attribute was. Oh well, doesn't matter. That one right there, okay. If you fail, you do recover a stamina. It does take 2. So it's nice. If you succeed, it does something. If you fail, you at least get a stamina back. So that's at least something. So, but if you pass, each monster within 3 spaces of you suffer 2 damage, and each hero within 3 spaces of you recover 1 heart. Which is, I'd say, a lot more better than the drain spirit thing, or even healing rain. Sometimes I'd definitely put this over the drain spirit a lot more though, especially if you have that higher attribute. I can't remember what it's called. Oh dear. But what else are you going to be looking at? How about some Nature's Bounty? Each time you cover stamina by resting, okay, you also recover your damage equal to the amount of stamina recovered. It's absolutely free, so it's a passive thing. Now, if you do have this and you do want to rest up, make sure you spend all of your stamina. The cheap trick is to just use your stamina for moving. Even if you don't want to move, you go backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. And on one of the actions, you just can't bother to do anything, and another action is rest. Therefore, you will have maxed out damage you recovered, plus you do recover all of your stamina as well. So that's quite a bonus. So if you have 5 stamina, then you're going to recover 5 health. Yeah, it's cheap. A nice way of healing yourself. Although, okay, of course, resting does take an action, so make sure you spend all of your stamina points, even for moving backwards and forwards. The other one is Cloud of Mist. Now, this is really good, okay, right? So you exhaust this card, and while the cast is exhausted, each attack that targets a space within 3 spaces of you misses unless the attacker spends a surge, and it's only 1 stamina. Right, so the point of this here is each attack that targets a space within 3 spaces of you. Okay, so that could just mean not only you and heroes, but it could also mean villagers, or the overlord needs to destroy an objective and they need to roll a hit. They still need to spend that surge because it's within the spaces of this. So don't think of this as just you and heroes. Think of it as you, heroes, and everything else. Yeah, I like it. Okay, yeah, let's let it sink in. Yeah, okay, right. Now for the more expensive stuff, okay? The one that takes 3 experience points. Ancestor Spirits. When a monster suffers damage due to one of your class skills, exhaust this card. That monster is poisoned. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It goes quite well with shared pain, as in this one. You know, where it if you do 1 damage, each other figure in the target's monster group suffers a damage. It's quite handy, I guess. It's like say there's 2 giants running about, and one's quite far away, and you do a shared pain and it actually works. You could actually use that to make the other one poisoned, and eventually that giant is going to die. Or if you don't have the giants, of course, it could be the shadow dragons. Just like that, poison, it will start draining the health away. The other part is when a hero recovers health or stamina due to one of your class skills, exhaust the card to allow that hero to recover a damage and stamina. Not really worth it. Just the top part, just that one, is much more better than the bottom part. It is only 1 stamina, but I don't think the bottom part is really all that useful at all. Just to heal an additional health and stamina. I know it's still just 1 stamina, but if you're thinking about just using that healing rain, which takes 2 stamina, and this one, then it's like 1 hero have a potential of getting 2 to 4 health back. Yes, just the 1 hero, because it says when a hero. Yeah, it's not all that great. It's really about poison, but that's only good if you have at least 4 heroes in your group. So what about the other one, the last one, Vigor? Okay. Each of your attacks gains. Okay. Spend a search. Each hero recovers its stamina. Notice how it just says each hero, not anything to do with it within this much spaces. It's literally each hero. Yes, please. Literally. Even if you have 2 heroes, it's just like when you have 2 heroes, you want to try and get to your objectives quickly. You're going to be wasting a lot of stamina. This can help both of you, or even if you've got a party of 3 or 4, it's still going to help. This is the most helpless one. I'd pick this one a lot more over the other one, which all it is just to like poison a monster. It's really good getting everyone to have the more stamina back, so it means you could do your class skills a lot more better, or activate them, sorry. Well, what exactly are you going to be looking for though? In Act 1 on your shop cards, you want to be looking for maybe a scorpion helm. I picked this up because I'll tell you the reason why. It does give your ranged +1 more range. You're probably more than likely going to pick up the range stuff because they're going to be a lot more helpful. I'll tell you why in just a little while, but I'll show you other bits that you might want to look for. The hand bow. The hand bow is always nice, It's always a nice item. Unless well, if you don't have a ranged weapon, then yeah, pick up a hand bow. Right, a Mana Weave. After rolling a dice, exhaust it to add a surge to your result. Can't go wrong with that. And a Lucky Charm, so you exhaust this to reroll an attribute test. Try and keep those conditions off of you. As a healer, you don't want any conditions. The Ring of Power, getting a stamina. You can always use more stamina because you're practically a healer specialist, damage dealing, well, one damage dealing each time thing, and it takes all that stamina away. The Elven Boots, getting one more movement point, get to your enemies and allies a lot more closer and all that. Having leather armor, +1 health, and a brown dice just to keep you alive a little bit more better. Chainmail, yeah, you can't equip runes. Most of the weapons that I think would be quite successful for this class mainly has runes, but there are some weapons that is not runes. But I'll get to that eventually. You've got the Heavy Cloak, so you can exhaust the card to cancel an opponent's surge. Always nice, so you don't receive as many conditions or high damage output, anything like that. The Mace of Aver, a nice two-handed hammer. You're mainly trying to get the stun though. That's mainly it for that one. Just trying to get a stun. How about the Magic Staff? Okay, so when you deal a damage to deal 1 damage to another monster within 3 spaces of you. It's a short range because red doesn't really give you the range. With Shared Pain as well, meaning that you're going to do 2 damage to 1 creature, whatever amount of damage to the target attacking creature, and 1 damage to anything else if there's any more of them. So the Magic Staff, very good with the Shared Pain thing. Sunburst, stun and additional 2 damage. It's always nice to stun creatures so they don't get closer towards you or anything like that. Immolation, high damage output there with Pierce of 1. So when it comes down to the Shared Pain thing, yet again, always come back to the Shared Pain. If you deal at least 1 damage, it's going to actually work. Right. Magma Blast. Blast, yes please. And of course Burn just in case, but it's mainly the Blast that you're looking for. So if you're targeting something with Blast, yet again I'm going back to the Shared Pain, you're probably going to be doing a lot of damage right there, just with Blast and Shared Pain. That's the combo right there. Okay. And one more Act 1 shop card to look for is a Halberd. It's something to give you reach. It's a lot more better than the silly little staff anyway. It has a nice damage output anyway. You can suffer a stamina to reroll power dice. I did say can because you're probably going to be using it on your skills, but then that's all Act 1 stuff. What are you going to be looking forward to in Act 2 though? No, seriously, what are you going to be looking forward to? The stuff that you'd be wanting is Merciful Boots. So after reviving a hero, you get 2 movement points, and a revived hero gets 2 stamina back as well. Since you're like the healer, or they're going to be relying on you healing anyway, so pick that up or not. It's entirely up to you. All depends on how much cash you get. You got the Trivial Crystal, so you exhaust a card to roll 1 red power dice, and you recover your health with that. Always nice to stay alive. If you can't heal others, then who's going to heal you? What? No, that doesn't make any sense. If you're healing others, who's going to heal you? That's it. But then you're going to be healing yourself anyway, but it's just not a lot. Black Iron Helm, +2 health. Add a shield bonus to your defense pool, just to keep you alive a lot more better. The Ironbound Ring, +2 health, and if you roll 1 or more blanks, you get additional 1 shield bonus. If I go back to your first thing that you get, the stone skin, getting an additional grey dice. So really you probably get 2 grey dice, or if you have other armour, you're gonna, 1 or more. Let's say you just only have no armour and you just have that. You're going to be rolling 2 grey, and you just hope for one of them to be blank and another one to be 3. So therefore you'll have 4 armour to protect yourself with. Nice. How about some Demon Hide Leather? It's when you perform 2 move actions, you're going to be suffer stamina at the end of the turn. You get a grey dice. The thing is, you're not really going to be moving twice. You're just going to be moving and or attack or heal, something like that. So, and yet again, it works. Especially if you have the Demon Hide Leather grey dice. You have your normal hero, which should be a grey dice, and a stone skin. That's 3 grey dice. Or you could get the Obsidian Scale Mail. It means you can't be cursed, and each time you are attacked and suffer no damage, you do recover 2 stamina back, which is really good. 1 black dice. The downside is that you can only perform 1 of your skills or abilities a turn. That is a skill. That is a skill. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Yeah. Oh, don't need to go and zoom that fast. Right, let's get rid of them. Yeah, you're only going to be doing that once. So anyway, scale mail. You can't equip runes. But as I was saying before, it's the rune weapons that tend to be the more effective, because of you're going to be looking for blast, and before rolling sorry, if you rolling defense dice, you can suffer a stamina to add a brown dice to your defense pool. That yet again goes well with Nature's Bounty. Each time you recover stamina by resting, get that many hearts back. So Yeah. A Mace of Kalos, which each monster adjacent to you suffers a damage, and another one is to recover your health. Yet again, goes well with shared paint. That's it. I forgot what it was. Oh dear. Let's carry on, yeah. Okay. Got the Dwarven Firebomb, Blast, and Stun. Okay. A little bit more range and damage, but it's mainly the blast. That's what you're looking for. The Lightning Stone, Blast, nice damage output there as well. Yeah, quite expensive, but it's definitely worth it. The Staff of Kalos, good amount of range, nice damage output there, plus a bit of burn. It's something to look forward to, just in case. Got the Rune of Misery, what a cool name. Curse, a nice damage output there. Yeah, like I said, it's something to look what you might be looking for. And you've got the Staff of the Wild. Yeah, again, it's another staff, but this time you could do a curse, disease, poison, or stun. Nice damage output there, and +1 damage, and recover a stamina, which is always good because you're going to be using a lot of stamina with this one. Well, that's all I have right now. I don't have anything else. It's all about thinking about using the shared paint and blast. That's definitely a way to look for, and really kind of break the rules when it comes down to the nature's bounty. Yeah, that's all I have right now. Until next time.